Now, in one of Hong Kong's most high-profile national security trials, former media mogul and pro-democracy activist Jimmy Lai has been found guilty of sedition and collusion by Hong Kong's High Court on Monday. The verdict comes after Lai spent 5 years in custody in a case that has drawn international scrutiny over Hong Kong's judicial independence. Lai was found guilty of 2 counts of conspiracy to collide with foreign forces and 1 count of sedition under the China-imposed national security law. He now faces a possible life sentence pronouncing the verdict. One of the 3 judges noted that Lai had harbored resentment and hatred towards China for many of his adult years. A pre-sentencing hearing where Lai can plead for leniency is now scheduled for January 12th. The verdict marks the end of a turbulent legal battle that has drawn condemnation from human rights groups and world leaders, including President Trump, who had once advocated for his release. Terming the trial of Jimmy Lai transparent, the chief superintendent of the Hong Kong Police National Security Department said Lai fabricated news to accomplish his own political agenda.
But I would like to reiterate that what we do is quite transparent. You can see that the trial for that is not something about the media. It's totally about a collusion activities with other countries and external power to endanger the national security. So something about the media, the freedom of the press, nothing about that. He indeed created the news. He used it to accomplish his own political agenda. That's our concern.
And supporters of Jimmy Lai gathered outside the courthouse to show their support and to try to gain entry to the public gallery.
Jimmy Lai represents a set of beliefs that are very common among many Hong Kong people. You could say that. He himself has also done a lot of good things. His philosophy and values align with those of a large part of Hong Kong society, people who share similar ideals, democracy, freedom, justice, and conscience. Maybe these sound a bit old-fashioned to say now, but that's how it is.
I have kept saying for a whole night that I wanted to stay firm and keep supporting Jimmy Lai. Some time ago, I saw on YouTube that people were saying he could easily leave Hong Kong since he's very wealthy. He has more than enough to live comfortably anywhere, but he still chose to stay, to stand by his beliefs. We support him for that. What we have done is nothing compared to what he endures in a single day.
Lai has been in custody since December 2020, with his trial beginning in December 2023. A UK citizen and fierce critic of China, Lai played a key role in the 2019 pro-democracy protests in Hong Kong. He was arrested in 2020 after Beijing's sweeping crackdown on anti-China voices. Lai's health has reportedly deteriorated during the trial, which has drawn attention from the US, UK and European Union. Jimmy Lai founded Apple Daily, a fiercely pro-democracy tabloid known for its being critical of the Chinese Communist Party until its forced closure in 2021. While his supporters see him as a freedom fighter, China views him as a mastermind of the protests and a conspirator advocating for US sanctions against Hong Kong and China. Chinese authorities have rejected accusations of eroding the city's rule of law. Countries including the US and UK, as well as rights groups, say that the trial is politically motivated and have called for Lai's immediate release.